Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Hi, I'm Yujin.
I'm Klarabel. I'm Shekaina.
I'm Sherwin. I'm Anfernee.
And I'm Thea.
Welcome to the 4th episode of
The Bangtan Show!
So, I am glad that we are all here in this episode.
So, Chaszen and Elaine is not here because they will be having an interview live in STI Global City. I am glad too because I'm with you guys.
Yes.
Without the support of pastors, the show will stop programming.
Yes, you are right, Thea.
Now, let's see what's going on there. Chaszen and Elaine.
Live na live po tayo ngayon dito sa Room 404. Dahil nga sa maraming tao sa baba, dito na lamang kami magpasyang mag-interview. Tawagin na natin, ako na nating interviewin.
So, ano pangalan mo?
Ako si Shane.
Ano talent mo?
Marunong ako kumanta, marunong din ako sumayaw.
Sampot! Sampot! Sampot!
Ay, tanong!
Ano nga yun? Ako'y alipin ng pag-ibig.
Pala. Para kanina yan, para kanina.
Yun na yun.
Okay.
Tapos.
Dito, meron kaming nakaready isang tanong. Ang tanong namin is, what is the importance of waking up every day?
So, para sa akin, ang importansya ng pagising ko araw-araw is, syempre, makasama ko yung pamilya ko. Makita ko sila everyday. Na nakikita rin nila ako everyday, na nag-aaral ako mabuti para sa pangarap ko, para sa hinaharap. Tapos, makita rin yung mga kaibigan ko, yung mga mahal ko sa buhay. Tapos, magawa ko yung mga bagay na dapat gawin sa araw-araw na maging productive, gano'n. Yung
Salamat! Tatawagin na naman natin ang pangalawang interviewin.
So, maaari ba namin malaman ang iyong pangalan?
Yes, my name is... Pangalan ko ay Denver.
Oh, so speak down na ito.
Okay.
So, ano talent mo?
Marami akong talente bilang isang tao. Joke lang sa
Sa isa. Hindi kami nakipaglakuan nito.
Hindi ba? Akala ko hindi maglaro.
Joke lang.
Isa akong talent eh. Galing ako ano. Sumayaw.
Sampot!
Isa ka lang, isang move lang.
Pasilip lang.
Silip lang.
Watch me boy.
Pinaka-the best move.
Ano ba?
Ano, tanong na. May nakaready kaming isang tanong, kahit tulad ng in-interview natin kanina. What is the importance of waking up every day?
Para sa akin, masasagot ko lang dyan ay kaya kong magawa lahat ng gusto kong gawin sa umaga. Na kapag pagdating na sa gabi, wala ka nang aalahanin pa. Yun yung gusto kong gawin.
Salamat! Thank you!
Balik sa inyo dyan!
Thank you so much, Chaszen and Elaine. Hope you had a good day. So for today, we will be having a special electronic guest to give back about our universe and the Big Bang Theory.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
Mr.
Ted the Electron!
The beginning of everything, the Big Bang. The idea that the universe was suddenly born and is not infinite. Up to the middle of the 20th century, most scientists thought of the universe as infinite and ageless. until Einstein's theory of relativity gave us a better understanding of gravity, and Edwin Hubble discovered that galaxies are moving apart from one another in a way that fits previous predictions. In 1964, by accident, cosmic background radiation was discovered, a relic of the early universe, which together with other observational evidence made the Big Bang the accepted theory in science. Since then, improved technology like the Hubble telescope has given us a pretty good picture of the Big Bang and the structure of the cosmos. Recent observations even seem to suggest that the expansion of the universe is accelerating. But how did this Big Bang work? How can something come from nothing? Let's explore what we know. We can ignore the beginning part for now. First of all, the Big Bang was not an explosion. It was all space, stretching everywhere, all at once. The universe started very, very, very small and quickly expanded to the size of a football. The universe didn't expand into anything, space was just expanding into itself. The universe cannot expand into anything because the universe has no borders. There is, by definition, no outside the universe. The universe is all there is. In this hot, dense environment, energy manifested itself in particles that existed only for the tiniest glimpses of time. From gluons, pairs of quarks were created, which destroyed one another, perhaps after giving off more gluons. These found other short-lived quarks to interact with, forming new quark pairs and gluons again. Matter and energy were not just theoretically equivalent, it was so hot they were practically the same stuff. Somewhere around this time, matter won over antimatter. Today, we're left with almost all matter and nearly no antimatter at all. Somehow, 1,000,000,001 matter particles were formed for every 1,000,000,000 particles of antimatter. Instead of one massive ultimate force in the universe, there were now several refined versions of it acting under different rules. By now, the universe has stretched to 1 billion kilometers in diameter, which leads to a decrease in temperature. The cycle of quarks being born and converted back to energy suddenly stops. From now on, we work with what we have. Quarks begin forming new particles, hadrons, like protons and neutrons. There are many, many combinations of quarks that can form all sorts of hadrons, but only very few are reasonably stable for any length of time. Please take a moment to appreciate that by now, only 1 second has passed since the beginning of everything. The universe, which has grown to 100 billion kilometers, is now cold enough to allow most of the neutrons to decay into protons and form the first atom, hydrogen. Imagine the universe at this point as an extremely hot soup, 10 billion degrees Celsius, filled with countless particles and energy. Over the next few minutes, things cooled and settled down very fast. Atoms formed out of hadrons and electrons, making for a stable and electrically neutral environment. Some call this period the Dark Age because there were no stars and the hydrogen gas didn't allow visible light to move around. But what's the meaning of visible light anyway, when there's nothing alive yet that could have eyes? When the hydrogen gas clumped together after millions of years and gravity put it under great pressure, stars and galaxies began to form. Their radiation dissolved the stable hydrogen gas into a plasma that still permeates the universe today and allows visible light to pass. Finally, there was light. Okay, but what about the part we didn't talk about? What happened right at the beginning? This part can be defined as the Big Bang. We don't know at all what happened here. At this point, our tools break down. Natural laws stop making sense. Time itself becomes wibbly-wobbly. To understand what happened here, we need a theory that unifies Einstein's relativity and quantum mechanics, something countless scientists are working on right now. But this leaves us with lots of unanswered questions. Were there universes before our own? Is this the first and only universe? What started the Big Bang, or did it just occur naturally based on laws we don't understand yet? We don't know, and maybe we never will. But what we do know is that the universe as we know it started here and gave birth to particles, galaxies, stars, the Earth, and you. Since we ourselves are made of dead stars, we are not separate from the universe. We are part of it. You could even say that we are the universe's way of experiencing itself. So let's keep on experiencing it until there are no more questions to ask.
Thank you, Mr. Ted.
And thank you for watching our 4th episode today.
See you all on our last episode. This is
The Bang Bang Show!